Have you ever thought that the fruits we always believe are good for our health might negatively impact our memory? It's hard to believe, right? We've always been encouraged to eat more fruits to get vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But what few realize is that some fruits can cause blood sugar imbalances, increase inflammation, and even affect brain function, especially for those at risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's or memory loss. If you think all fruits are good, watch this video to the end, because some of the fruits you eat every day might not be ideal for your brain. Scientific studies have shown that diet has a direct impact on brain health. Some foods can provide nutrients that improve memory, while others can increase the risk of cognitive decline. A study from the University of Southern California found that a high-sugar diet is linked to a 30% faster cognitive decline than usual. The Nutritional Neuroscience Journal shows that a high glycemic index can cause neuroinflammation, affecting communication between brain cells and leading to memory impairment. This means that diet not only impacts the body but also directly affects how our brain works. So how can we know which fruits might harm our memory? Today, we will explore 10 fruits that could negatively affect the brain, especially if consumed in excess. But don't worry. It's not that we need to completely eliminate these fruits, but the important thing is knowing how to eat them properly to protect our brain health. Are you ready? Let's begin right now. Number 1. Watermelon, the hidden enemy of blood sugar. Watermelon is a popular refreshing fruit in the summer, rich in vitamins A, C, and the antioxidant lycopene. It can help hydrate the body and keep you cool, but few people know that watermelon has a very high glycemic index, GI, around 72 to 76. This means that watermelon can cause a spike in blood sugar right after eating, especially when consumed in large amounts. According to a study by Harvard University, high blood sugar levels can increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease, as excess glucose in the blood can affect communication between nerve cells. When blood sugar rises too quickly, the body releases more insulin to control it. But if this happens repeatedly, it can lead to insulin resistance, one of the leading causes of cognitive decline. The proper way to eat watermelon to protect brain health is: limit eating overly ripe watermelon. The riper the watermelon, the higher its sugar content. Combine with protein or healthy fats like almonds or chia seeds to slow down the absorption of sugar. Eat in small portions, avoid eating too much at once, especially in the evening when the body is less active. Number 2. Pineapple, benefits and risks from high fructose. Pineapple is a tropical fruit rich in vitamin C, bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion, and many beneficial antioxidants. However, the high fructose content in pineapple can be an issue for the brain. Consuming too much fructose can trigger inflammation and increase oxidative stress in the brain, negatively impacting cognitive function. A study from the International Neuroscience Institute in 2020 showed that a fructose-rich diet can cause chronic inflammation, damage nerve cells, and impair learning and memory. Fructose is not used directly like glucose, but must first be metabolized by the liver. This can result in excess fat production, increasing the risk of insulin resistance, which affects memory. The proper way to eat pineapple without impacting brain health is: eat pineapple in moderation, don't consume too much at once. Prefer pineapples that are not overly ripe, as the riper the pineapple, the higher the sugar content. Combine with fiber-rich and protein foods to slow down the absorption of sugar. Number 3. Cherries, a double-edged sword for memory. Cherries are rich in anthocyanins, a group of antioxidants beneficial for cardiovascular health and anti-inflammatory purposes. However, what makes cherries a concern is their relatively high natural sugar content, particularly fructose. The high fructose content in cherries can lead to insulin resistance, affecting the brain's energy metabolism. A study from the Alzheimer's Research Association found that neuroinflammation could increase the risk of memory decline by up to 60%. Eating too many cherries can cause a spike in blood sugar, leading to brain fog and reduced mental clarity. The proper way to eat cherries to protect the brain is: avoid eating too many at once, especially if you are at risk of diabetes. Avoid canned cherries with added sugar or dried cherries, as these forms contain more concentrated sugar. Pair them with healthy fats like walnuts or Greek yogurt to balance the sugar intake. Number 4. Mango, sweet but full of risks. Mango is a popular tropical fruit, but an average mango contains up to 4-5 g of sugar, primarily fructose. The high fructose content can lead to insulin resistance, reducing the brain's ability to use glucose effectively. The high sugar content in mango can cause insulin fluctuations, which may reduce cognitive function over time. Excess glucose in the brain can contribute to the formation of beta-amyloid plaques, a hallmark sign of Alzheimer's disease. The proper way to eat mango to protect memory is: choose less ripe mangoes, as the riper the mango, the higher the sugar content. Eat mango with protein-rich foods like yogurt to slow down the absorption of sugar. Avoid eating mango in the evening, as the high sugar content can cause a blood sugar spike before bedtime, affecting sleep and memory. Number 5. Dried fruits, a dangerous sugar trap. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, and dried apricots contain much higher sugar levels compared to fresh fruits because the drying process removes water but retains all the sugars. The concentrated sugar content can easily cause a spike in blood sugar, leading to oxidative stress in the brain. A study from the University of Cambridge shows that a high sugar diet can impair cognitive ability and learning. Some dried fruits may contain sulfites, a preservative that can cause inflammation in the body and affect brain function. The proper way to eat dried fruits is: choose dried fruits with no added sugar, and avoid those coated with sugar. Eat in small portions, don't consume too much at once. Pair with nuts to balance blood sugar levels. Number 6. Lychee, a sweet fruit that can harm the brain. Lychee is a popular tropical fruit with a sweet, tangy flavor and high vitamin C content. However, there is one lesser-known factor: lychee contains hypoglycin, a compound that can lower blood sugar to dangerous levels. Hypoglycin can cause acute hypoglycemia, directly affecting the energy supply to the brain. When the brain doesn't receive enough glucose, memory and information processing abilities are impaired. Studies in India have found that consuming too many lychees, especially on an empty stomach, can lead to acute memory loss syndrome in children. The high fructose content in lychee can also cause neuroinflammation, a factor that increases the risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. The proper way to eat lychee to protect memory is: avoid eating lychee on an empty stomach, as this can cause a rapid drop in blood sugar levels. Limit eating overly ripe lychees, as the sugar content increases as the fruit ripens. Pair lychee with protein-rich or healthy fat foods to balance blood sugar levels. Number 7. Papaya, hidden risks from pesticides and high fructose. Papaya is a fruit rich in antioxidants, vitamin A, C, and the enzyme papain, which aids digestion. However, there are two major issues with papaya. The high fructose content can contribute to insulin resistance, affecting cognitive function. Pesticide residues in non-organic papayas can negatively impact the nervous system. A study published in the journal Neurotoxicology shows that prolonged exposure to pesticides can increase the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Excess fructose in papaya can cause oxidative stress in the brain, increasing the risk of neurodegeneration. The proper way to eat papaya to protect memory is: choose organic papaya to reduce the risk of pesticide exposure. Avoid eating overly ripe papaya, as the sugar content will be higher. Pair with protein or fiber-rich foods to slow down sugar absorption. Number 8. Coconut, good or bad for memory. Coconut is a highly versatile fruit, available in various forms such as coconut water, coconut oil, and coconut meat. While coconut oil has been researched for its potential benefits for Alzheimer's disease, the high saturated fat content in coconut can negatively affect vascular and brain health if consumed in excess. A diet high in saturated fats can cause inflammation of the blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the brain. Research from the University of Oxford shows that high cholesterol is associated with an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. The proper way to eat coconut to protect memory is: do not consume too much coconut oil or coconut water in one day. Prefer fresh coconut over processed coconut that contains added sugars and preservatives. Pair coconut oil with a diet rich in greens and unsaturated fats like olive oil to minimize negative effects. Number 9. Pear. High natural sugar content can cause insulin resistance. Pear is a fruit rich in fiber, which helps with digestion. However, pears have a relatively high sugar content, particularly fructose. The high fructose content can lead to insulin resistance, one of the factors contributing to cognitive decline. The sugar in pears can cause chronic inflammation, which damages brain cells over time. A study from the University of California shows that a diet high in fructose can reduce learning and memory performance. The proper way to eat pears to protect memory is: choose pears that are less ripe, as the sugar content increases as they ripen. Pair pears with healthy fats, such as walnuts, to slow down sugar absorption. Avoid bottled pear juice, as it often contains added refined sugars. Number 10. Ripe bananas, good for health but not ideal for memory. Bananas are an excellent source of potassium and contain a lot of vitamin B6, which supports nerve function. However, bananas have a high glycemic index, especially when they are overly ripe. The glycemic index of ripe bananas reaches up to 60, which can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. High glucose in the blood can lead to oxidative stress, damaging nerve cells. A study from the University of Toronto found that a diet high in sugar can impair brain function in the elderly. The proper way to eat bananas to protect memory: choose bananas that are not overly ripe, as the sugar content increases as they ripen. Eat bananas with protein or fiber-rich foods, such as Greek yogurt or almonds. Avoid eating bananas at night, as the high sugar content can affect sleep and memory. It's undeniable that fruits offer many health benefits, but not all fruits are good for memory and brain function. Fruits with high sugar content, high glycemic index, or those that contain inflammatory substances can increase the risk of cognitive decline. So, should we eliminate these fruits? Not necessarily. Instead, we need to eat wisely by eating in moderation, without overconsumption. Pairing with fiber and protein-rich foods to slow down the absorption of sugar. Choosing fruits with lower sugar content, like berries, green apples, or avocados, to protect memory. Are you surprised to learn that some common fruits can affect memory if consumed excessively? Not all fruits are as beneficial as we think, and the most important thing is not to eliminate them completely, but to know how to eat intelligently to protect the brain. So, what can you do right now? Review your eating habits. Are you consuming too many high-sugar fruits? Try adjusting your intake to protect your memory. Share this useful information. If you found this video valuable, please hit like, share it with your friends and family, as they might not be aware of these important facts. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to not miss upcoming content on brain health, healthy eating, and more tips to help you live healthier every day. What do you think about this list of 10 fruits? Is there any that surprised you? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Remember, brain health depends not only on genetics but also on our daily eating habits and lifestyle. Choose wisely to maintain a sharp and clear mind for a long time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.